Alright, so today we're starting making pesto. We're starting off by sowing the basil seeds. One thing you'll notice, I'm changing how I sow these seeds. Had terrible success in the last batch. I think out of five seedlings, only 2 survived or germinated. So I'm going to go with rock wool, and you'll notice there's a false bottom in this tray. And this tray will hold the water. This will help water will drain through it, also seep up through it and keep the rock wool cubes wet. The first thing I want to do, I have pre-soaked these, but I'm also going to add a little more water. The first 24 hours you can almost not have too much water. It's the chance where the seeds, it's that time where the seeds absorb all the water and start the germination process. So you almost cannot have too much water. After the first 24 to 48 hours, maybe the first, once you get into that 48 hours into 72 hours, you absolutely can have too much water, and you could drown your seeds, for lack of a better word. Get them saturated, and it's just too much water. The roots won't pop out of the seed. So, I'm going to start with the seedlings again. Or the seeds. I'm just going to stick with probably one. I might spread them a little bit. Basil seeds fairly cheap. I'll probably go 2 per cell. 2 per cube. Oh, we're up to 4 there. What I will do is alright, now we're getting a little out of hand. Try to get 1 or 2 there. What I like to do though is, if they don't all germinate, which they may or may not, but if they do, let's say they do, what I will do is thin them. Pick the most vibrant and growing seed, and so I completely just broke all my rules that I was talking about 30 seconds ago. I'm up to 3 to 5 seeds per cube now. Just kind of going more on a hunch here. Alright. Now that there's... Alright, so now that they're sown, I'm going to put the seedlings back in to the packet. Remember, we're growing pesto here. We're growing basil, but we're starting our pesto making process. Now, even though the cubes are wet, you want to soak the seeds. Just completely saturate them. They are going to absorb water off the cube itself, but this is going to completely saturate them. I may actually even come back later and cover them with vermiculite if I don't like how the moisture's sticking around. If it's not maintaining moisture well, I may come back and use vermiculite to do that. So now I'm just going to cover them up. You can see them next to a windowsill. I've got good windowsill of good natural light. Probably within, I would say, probably let them sit overnight, maybe into tomorrow afternoon, and then we'll probably either change out the water or reduce it, let it drain. So what's nice, again, see how I can lift that up. So I'm going to control the water from the bottom. I do like that. Alright, take care.